So I know you're expecting me to say that I found my future wife on my own lesbian dating platform, the Queer Country Club, but I didn't because my lesbian dating platform did not exist yet. So for years, I've thought about building a lesbian dating platform, but I got really fed up after my last breakup, and I started getting back on apps and started the swiping game and was like, I'm not doing this again. So for me, swiping had become an addiction. I don't know if you've been through this, but you actually get anxiety if you don't keep swiping. What if that would have been your future wife? And so I would stay up all night, literally just going through the same cycles and being like, if I miss this one, sorry, that was a neighbor that walked by and I was like, she's talking to me? I was confused. If I miss these swipes, then maybe I will miss my future wife. So I was like, I'm going to create a swipe-less dating platform, but only for monogamous extraordinary. I'm talking like women who have their shit together, lesbians, and I'm going to call it the Queer Country Club. So I started thinking about this, and I had talked to this lady between my toxic cycles of dating my ex. Like, it was like, dude, like, so toxic, banging on the door, crazy lesbian shit ex. And I had gone on a date with her when we had broken up, and then we stayed friends. But then when I got back together with the ex, which was dumb for the 10th time, I ended up actually just ending the friendship because I wanted to be in integrity with my ex if I'm going to get back together with her, like not being friends with someone that I'd gone on the date with, whatever. Anyway, things crash and burn with her, and then I end up getting back to being friends with my now partner. I'm talking like things got so bad and things got nuts that like I could not go to my parents with this because my parents had told me, Sophia, if you go back to your ex-girlfriend, this really bad thing is going to happen. They were right. Really bad thing happened. And I couldn't call them. I just didn't want to have like that like feeling of like, we told you so. So I call to get advice to soothe my nervous system. This lady, at this point, my friends were over it. Like, I'm not calling my friends to tell you my lesbian drama with my ex that they had to hear about for like literally almost a year at this point. Like, they were over it. So, or 7 months, I don't know what it was. It was almost a year. So I call this lady who, I'm not going to share, obviously, like her background or profession, but she is very much equipped to give advice about these things. So I call her, and we became friends, and we're friends for like 2 months, like not crossing any lines. And then I was like, I'm not going to start waiting to live my life when I meet a good partner. I'm just going to go see the world now, because if I keep waiting to go to Italy, like my great grandpa came from Italy, and I was like, if I wait to see this, like what happens if I never meet my soulmate? And like, I need to go see Italy. And I knew I was going to design a lesbian platform of some sort, but I just didn't know what it was. And I had this vision of like this short-haired lady, which is not my future wife. It wasn't like a romantic thing. It was a vision of this lady that was like giving me what I needed to know in Italy. Like, there was this vision of a villa, and it was like, if you go there, you're going to get the download of everything you need to do for your next thing that you're going to launch. I had no idea what I was going to call it, no idea, whatever. So I'm like, I'm going to go. And me and this lady at this point, my now partner, are besties. And I'm like, you should just come with me. Now, when we ended our date in November, December, we ended like, oh, we don't like each other like that. So I'm telling her, let's just be friends. Come join me in Italy. I think I'm gonna stay for 2 weeks to a month, depending on when I miss my family, miss my mom. So she's like, okay. And she gets there, we meet up in Spain, we head to Italy together, and the relationship becomes more than friendship, and things are going so good. And I'm working on Queer Country Club, and just all the ideas are percolating. The vision was absolutely correct. Everything just came together when I was in Italy. I took a lot more time in the day just to be off of work and just like be present in life. And I'm falling in love with her, and all these ideas are coming to mind. And she's like helping me because her lesbian dating experiences were challenging too. And we're like, what would it look like to create something that's different, that's better? So I'm falling in love with my future wife while I'm building Queer Country Club. And that's how we met. How we fell in love. Oh my God. If you want to hear the whole story of how we fell in love, you need to listen to the podcast Queer Women Rising, the episode where me and my girlfriend share our beautiful love story, because it is cuckoo cuckoo. It is a lot of lesbian drama, and we give all the details. So if you want to hear that, just DM me the word podcast and I'll send you the episode. It's juicy, 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 because I literally went on a date with her in November, December, while being on a break with my ex. Well, we thought it was a breakup, but yeah. And then getting back with my ex, and then being her friend, and then going to Europe together, and then totally falling in love while I went through a lot in Europe. Like, I went through a tough time. My parents got in a really bad accident, and we lost loved ones, and she was there for me through it all, and we fell in love, or trauma bonded, but definitely fell in love.